Tweet is sent out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to what I guess would really be the first official episode of Sonic 4-3. I'm your host, Knuckles87, and with me today is my buddy, GX.
So we would say that you're hey big guy and I'm hey little guy.
I don't know, are you really that short?
I mean, in comparison to the dynamic that this game establishes.
Ah, okay. So you're saying that I'm Sonic and you're Tails.
I mean, that's not typically the hey big guy and hey little guy that would be mentioned here.
Well,
I'm playing
unfortunately,
Sonic Adventure or so I hear.
yes. All right. So, tonight we will be going through, hopefully, all of the Sonic Adventure DLC. Now, Sonic Adventures DLC was like these tiny little files released through the game's website that added these little things to the game. Sometimes they were very minor, sometimes they changed up the gameplay a little bit more, but by and large, these were just kilobytes in size. And built to fit on a Dreamcast memory card, which had a memory limitation of 256 kilobytes. So, this is really super primitive video game DLC that we're about to take a look at here. That's just gonna kind of give you an idea of just what's involved. So a lot of these were holiday specific things. One thing was made specifically to promote a game, and the rest were just things for various contests, like Famitsu and Reebok and AT&T. So we're gonna be accessing this DLC through a couple of different methods, through the actual website on the internet, and also through a VMU tool that I have right here.
But I think it's safe to say the website itself is no longer actually on the internet.
Oh no, it is still on the internet. It's just being run by fans now.
Okay.
I am actually connecting through the internet here. So, alright. So, at the very least, for the very first one, we will be going onto the website just to kind of give you all an idea of what it was like back in 1999.
Everyone take out your America Online discs right now.
Hey, those did not work on a Dreamcast. You had to use a Planet Web disk browser or something.
You can hear your modem just quietly in the background grinding to connect to these websites.
Select them.
So
select your file.
If anyone could give me an idea of just making sure that the audio is balanced, that would be great. Because Jun Sonoe's music is very obnoxious and loud. Which that's
good.
What we love about.
You're fine.
Okay, because that's what we love about Jun Sonoe. And also, we do need to make sure that. Well, I like him. Anyone with taste likes him.
I don't have taste now, apparently. Sure.
No, you don't. You don't have taste, Chris.
Look, he made some very good music for Sonic and Knuckles. And then he decided, look, I only know how to make one genre of song, and it's going to be the most rock.
Okay, so this is probably where we're gonna be sitting the longest. It's just dialing modems and stuff. Because even though this is technically running off of a broadband connection, the Dreamcast is still only using a 56K modem. And hey again, Dolius.
Hi. We're having Dreamcast party.
So, fun fact, Chris, only the US Sonic Adventure website employs music. The European and Japanese ones are perfectly quiet. So this is
Like,
like
is
some...
Is it a
Yeah.
MIDI? Or is it like a 10-second long loop?
It's just streaming something straight from the disk.
Oh, jeez.
Like, that's
I mean,
what's so... What?
That's one way to make it work, I suppose.
Yeah, like, you know, it's a very low-tech way of having something better than any website could have provided in 2000, at least so far as I can remember. So yeah, no MIDIs.
Music.
But so what we're hearing right now is Emerald Coast. I know that you can't hear it, but everyone else can hear it. And this is the boss music for this page.
I gotta say, like, I don't necessarily have the passion for this stuff that you do, but I do really, really appreciate the, I guess, the Internet 1.0 of making all of this work.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, and like that is why I love diving into this, because it's like, you know, like you get to see how they jerry-rigged all this this stuff for like something that was you know, like super duper primitive, didn't have a hard drive, had these tiny VMUs,
Had this very limited set of fonts.
Yes. Alright, so I think the first one we're going to do is one of the one I've played the most, and as a result, one of my favorites. It's going to be the AT&T Sonic 2K Challenge.
Oh, we're not going to help Sonic find his DMX shoes?
Nope. That's something we're going to have to do a little later, because that is a PAL exclusive piece of DLC. And I'd have to move over to a different game, to a different version of the game for that. So this is like a piece of DLC that I think I featured on an old episode of Sonic 4-3 back when I wasn't saving them because I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's almost like I have a very thorough system on how all of this works, and you don't.
Yeah, well, now I guess send everything to Twitch eventually. I mean, I send everything to YouTube eventually. And what we just saw was the process for downloading the DLC. Very simple. So, okay, so after we play through this contest, we would then enter the rankings and view the rankings. Go on.
Now, you say very simple, like, what have you actually done to access this webpage? Because I believe, if I remember you discussing this previously, it at some point involved a Raspberry Pi?
Yes, I am. I meant like downloading the DLC is free, is easy after all that stuff. But yes, so the actual setup I have going right now is a Dreamcast connected to a Raspberry Pi that is specifically programmed to connect the Dreamcast through the internet through a program called DreamPi. And in the early days of this, a bunch of things had to be jerry-rigged. You know, you had to get this like voltage converter to allow the 56K modem to like properly be compatible with the Raspberry Pi. And then, of course, the Raspberry Pi itself has just an OS specifically designed for this that you can only access through command line. So I got to learn command line for this. At least some of it.
There's a lot of command line out there. I'm guessing like a Linux command line.
Yeah, probably. So, so here we are. Now, what's kind of funny about this DLC is that if I were to just play the game while this stuff was active, you would actually just see this in the background while like Sonic and Amy are just walking down the street or whatever.
So, as in the cutscenes and whatnot.
Yeah, because most of the cutscenes are rendered are in real time. Now, some of them they seem to like be pre-recorded, or they take place in environments that don't exist in the actual game. And so when that happens, you don't get anything.
I'm sorry, the big stupid AT&T billboards are a lot.
Yes, they really wanted you to know that this was AT&T.
AT&T got their money's worth, apparently.
Oh, yes. Oh, dang it.
You ran through one of the billboards. They're putting them front and center.
Yeah, the billboards are the billboards don't have any collision detection, but the platforms do. So let's try this again without dying.
Look, we're not allowed to break the AT&T billboards. We're just not allowed. Just remove all collision.
Honestly, I kind of wonder if they did that just to save on like VMU space or something. Because like collision detection stuff like requires data.
And at some point, I'm guessing they also just sort of wanted to put something in there without really interfering with how the stage is supposed to go.
Yeah.
Just, you know, make it look real stupid.
Although, as I've just demonstrated, there are custom platforms here that
I'm
you can use.
assuming in this circumstance... Actually, I'm trying to figure out, like, for the context of this, would it be that, like, would AT&T have been an internet provider at that point?
Yeah, I think so,
Like,
but...
would that be the link? Because, assumably, if you would be able to access this stuff, you already have some form of internet provider.
Well, I don't think Sega worked with AT&T on their internet. I'm trying to recall. Because they had a few partnerships,
Well,
but
these
it
are,
was with
these
like
are new
Planet Web or
platforms,
something.
aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, huh.
This is probably like the most gameplay affecting DLC in the entire thing. Oh, almost died there. Oh, gosh darn it, Tails.
No, that was you. You ran past it.
Yeah, I did run past it, but I got back. Oh, no.
Phone service was good.
I mean, I don't know. Their cable internet ain't bad from what I understand.
AT&T. Our phone service is as good as Sonic's ability to home in on an enemy in 1998.
And as I assume you're about to see, the time trial for this ends right in the middle, and then you do have to hit the goal sign.
Why? Why does it? Why? Why does it make it stop there? Why does it just make you stop in the middle after it has to load another map? I would never know to do that.
Well, I mean, it's just like, right? Oh, yeah, it did actually take me some time to figure that out the first time I did this. Like, eventually I realized, oh, hey, it says goal, and then I jumped through it, and then, yeah. So this isn't really my best time, but 2 minutes and 7 seconds ain't bad. And what this does is...
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It creates a file that you can then submit. Now, if I want to, I could, when I press the start button, I can press Y, and it's back. Now, we're not going to do that again, because we've got a bunch of DLCs to go through tonight.
So, I assume you have to submit it through the Dreamcast?
Yeah. There is a you go back to the website. In fact, let me just show you. I'm pretty sure this function doesn't work anymore, but might as well see. Like, the Dreampipe people got a lot of stuff working on here, but I don't think they got the world ranking stuff working.
Oh, I feel like these days it would be way too easy to cheat.
Well, I mean, I don't know if necessarily on an actual Dreamcast. Well, okay, I don't know. Maybe with Game Shark. But regardless,
I mean, you can just hex edit a save file. Like, it's not that hard.
That's true. But like, you know, back in 1999 or 2000, my stupid teenage brain wouldn't know what to do.
I'm not saying that back in the day you couldn't have, but I'm
Yeah, I
saying,
know.
like, these days, the tools and knowledge is a little bit better propagated to actually pull something like that off.
Yeah, which is why the year 2000 is better than the year 2022.
I mean, that's not true at all, for many reasons.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the only
do you
reason.
want me to...
Oh, wait.
Do you want a reason? Do you want me to lay out the big problem with the year 2000?
Let's see. Nope. Yes, you can.
I'll give you a clue. It happened in September.
Okay, that was 2001.
Was it?
Yes!
Christ.
Anyway, so what we would do from here is go to the minigame page. And, go down to the Sonic 2K contest, which should be this thing right here. And then enter rankings. File loaded. Ah, yay! Oh yeah, send event results. Okay, pretty sure this is where it breaks.
Find out.
Yeah, error in authentication. That's okay, Dreampipe. I wasn't expecting this to work. Anyway, alright, so now what I've got to do is I've got to actually, so that I can download more DLC, I have to delete this.
What you need to do is you need to extract that save file, and then basically just directly email it to AT&T customer service.
Yes, and ask them where my money is, or whatever the prize was. I assume it probably wasn't the money, but who knows?
I did the Sonic the best. Give me a free iPod.
I think that's Apple. Okay, I think
free iPod, AT&T.
to save us a bit of time, I'm going to go to the Dream Explorer VMU tool, where I can both delete the file and then also download some offline DLC. So don't have to mess with the website for a bit. Okay, Chris, question. Which theme should I pick? PSO or Shenmue? I'm not picking Love Hina for obvious reasons.
I don't care.
Oh,
I don't know, PSO.
Well, that is the one I picked, so...
Like, unless Shenmue has the voice acting.
Has the music, which is great.
Oh, Roy Eric, we don't have time to get into.
We're not talking about Love Hina. No. Okay,
Yeah, no.
so I've got to delete the AT&T event, which is right here. Yes, I want you to delete that. And the event result.
So what anime girl does it show for Shenmue? Because it seems like there's a theme here.
It shows the orange-haired lady. I forget her name. The lady from Shenmue 2 with the bike. Okay, so I think I need to go to DC.
Well, as long as it has some form of anime lady, apparently. We can only associate anime ladies with our Dreamcast era thing.
Oh, dang it! Why'd I do that? Dang it! I was supposed to download more DLC. Ah, crappies. And
but
it's
yeah,
not.
Dreamcast must be represented by anime ladies as per Sega Hard Girls High School.
Oh yeah, Sega Hard Girls. That was that really awesome anime that you love, right?
The hell up, Alex.
What? Am I lying?
I'm not convinced you've seen it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
I don't think you get to make comments if you have not suffered through how moe garbage that is.
I think I've watched an episode. That's where the Sega consoles are girls, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can understand the premise. I watched all of... I don't know why. I own the Blu-ray because I'm a freaking idiot.
Why do you own the Blu-ray?
I don't know. I also own the Blu-ray of the stupid anime where all the video game companies are feudal-era Japan.
Is that Hyper Dimension Neptunia?
Dear God, no. No, that's... Listen.
So it's World War Blue.
That one, sure. Listen. I will tolerate a lot of anime crap. But I draw the line at Neptunia.
Okay.
I'm putting up standards, but I am saying that I have a standard.
Okay, well, I don't know where your standards are, because they seem to be pretty low whenever you talk about this stuff. Alright.
What's Puyo Puyo Fever DLC?
That would be something that lets the Dreamcast do a special Puyo Puyo thing.
Yee. Thanks for the details.
It changes the Dreamcast menu basically.
Oh, okay. Okay. You mean like the main root menu?
Yeah. We can probably...
I didn't know it had themes.
I had one theme.
If it has one theme, then how do you... Never mind.
Let's... You'll see later.
Will
Let's see. Yeah, you will. I could... there's Puyo Puyo Fever, and... Let's see. Yeah.
Power Stone. Play some Power Stone.
I actually could play some Power Stone, but I'm not going to.
Darn it.
Alright. Anyway, I need to get back to the primary purpose of tonight.
To play some Power Stone.
I mean, look, if we could play some Power Stone online, I'd totally be up for it, but... Uh-oh, what's going on here?
No VMU.
Why are you saying no... Why are you saying no VMU, you stupid thing?
Doesn't like your VMU.
God damn it.
It's more like VMU.
I must have broken something. Oh, there we go. Okay, the extension cable got a little loose, I guess. Forget.
You're doubling up on VMUs.
I was gonna try something, but it's taking too long. Okay. Alright, so going back to the boot menu. Should, hopefully... Yes, okay, alright. Good. I'm trying to minimize how much I have to get up for this. Okay, so I've just downloaded the second AT&T contest, which involves Knuckles doing some treasure hunting.
Oh, good. The
In
fun
the
part
Mystic
of this
Ruins.
game.
Oh wait, god damn it. This is why I tried to label this stuff. I clicked the wrong Sonic Adventure.
Why aren't we playing WWF Attitude?
Because it's a bad game.
That doesn't negate my question.
Because it's worse than Sonic Adventure.
That doesn't negate my question.
Because I'm scared.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm scared of the wrestlers.
Which of the wrestlers are you specifically scared of?
Probably like Hulk Hogan or something.
He is much more scary than he was in the 90s, now that we know that he's a racist.
And also, the Slim Jim guy. He's also very scary. But for very different reasons, because he's actually... I don't think I've heard bad things about Randy Savage. That's
Well,
his name, right?
except his passing.
Yeah, but like, you know, everyone dies. I mean, like, in terms of who he is and what he's done. He seems like a good dude. He seemed like he was a good dude.
Select your song.
Yeah. Oh, like, part of me wonders if there was any such thing as a good dude in, like, a certain era of specifically WWF / WWE or whatever.
I'm also terrified of the Scorpion King, because he's a scorpion.
And while you do that, I am going to continue to render video. Hey, everyone, did you know that we have a YouTube channel? It has most of our old streams on it. And you can go there and watch them. We also have other videos.
And this will also be going there soon.
All you really have to do is just go to YouTube and search Sonic Stadium, and I'm sure you can find our channel.
Okay.
I've been uploading videos all week, and I think I have like 14 or 15 done, because video rendering takes a long time.
So, we've got to first hit this sign. And the first time I did this, I get very frustrated. Because it is less intuitive than the other one. But I eventually figured it out.
It's less intuitive.
Yes, it's less intuitive.
Less intuitive.
So basically I'll wait for the stream to catch up. This basically fills the Mystic Ruins with AT&T signs.
Oh, good.
And when I walk up to them, it will tell me the location of treasure, or it will tell me, it'll give me a hint of where some treasure might be.
Fantastic phone service.
Like, it'll either give me a hint or tell me it's not there. So
there's
this
so
says,
many of these signs.
Yep, this took me a while the first time. I think 10 minutes.
Do these signs have collectors? Nope, they don't.
Okay, so stuck, stand in front of the shack, do the dash punch.
Now,
okay.
Is it randomized?
No.
Well, then what's to stop someone from, let's say, doing it once, figuring out where the actual thing is, then, you know, trying again with that knowledge, and just getting the high score?
Nothing. But, you know, that's the nature of a time attack. Should be around here. Okay, let's try that again. Like, I have a general idea of where it is, I'm still not finding it. Like, I don't know. Probably probably the most ill-conceived of the time attacks, I suppose.
I thought it gave you a message that it's like great treasure or something.
It, well, like, look, this one says, the treasure's somewhere in front of the sign, treasure somewhere in front of the sign, and treasure somewhere in front of the sign, so it's like somewhere in this area. I need to find like 4 of these. Oh wait, I found one. How did I not notice that? There we go. Okay, treasure found.
I had
great
mentioned
digging.
that. I was wondering what you were continuing to do.
Yeah. I guess I was confused why you were saying that. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there should be another one over here. Nope. Attack winners win a prize. Okay, alright, you're not helping. Treasure somewhere in front of this sign.
Walking into an AT&T store with your VMU in hand, shaking it at the clerk, saying, "Where's my prize? Where's my prize? Look at my VMU."
So, there are actually
They'll
other
be
hints.
deeply confused because they weren't born when this game came out.
There are actually other signs to give you different hints, and so I feel obligated to find a few of those. Ah! I used to be very good at getting up on this thing. Okay, I think I have to get on top of the train if I remember correctly. But yeah, the goal is 5 minutes, and I'm definitely not getting that today. Ah, dang it!
Maybe if you were a better treasure hunter.
Yeah, if only I was Rouge. Or Indiana Jones. Oh, come on. Is that all these signs say? Gosh darn it. Ah, forget. Oh, now I remember. Okay, so we've got some over here. And I think one of these actually has useful information. Stand in front of the shack, do the dash punch. Already did that. Somewhere near the minecart. Okay. And I know that there's a minecart in here. So, I think somewhere around here.
So, question.
Yeah.
If
Found
you
it.
approached this as a different character...
It just wouldn't work.
Okay.
Like, this DLC only works in very specific circumstances. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, there's one more around here. Okay, that's not helpful. Well, I guess remember there being one here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm not finding that final sign. Now, of course, I could have stopped this at any point to, like, just restart the thing. But, you know, let's just see what happens when I fail. Time's up. Please try again. Well, now that I know where everything is, again, this should go a lot faster. Okay, found one.
Yeah.
Found the other.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that this is just what people did back in the day.
People
Once they-
downloaded AT&T DLC for their Dreamcast games and just sort of putzed around in them for, you know, 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, Knuckles, you only need one more. You can do it. I'm a little disappointed that this thing didn't like have any special polygonal graphic for the treasure. Instead, it's just like an empty item box. There we go. This time I did in 1 minute. In 1/6 the time. Time attack cleared. Alright. So that's the Knuckles DLC. Now we're gonna get to do the final piece of AT&T DLC, which is Tails.
Cool. So I'm gonna actually mute for a brief bit so that I can sorry, I'm getting distracted because right now I am attempting to I am attempting to adjust volume levels on a video that you are also on, which makes it very difficult.
Oh, okay. Are you like so what? Are you like too loud or something or what?
No, I am listening to you, but I'm also attempting to listen to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you're
I
doing editing right now.
I am I am adjusting audio levels on an old stream to better even them out. But I'm going to go mute and I'm going to mute you for just a brief bit so that I can actually listen to this stuff without going absolutely mad.
Okay. I'm gonna need a moment to switch DLC anyway. Okay, so first thing I gotta do is delete this. Now, if you try to have more than one, I guess I should probably save this for when he's back. Okay, okay, I gotta delete the results. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and look for a VMU with some free space, just in case I need it. Wow, 0 out of 200. This one's just packed. $53 out of 128. Oh, free 125. Okay, very good. That should be enough. Alright. Now then. Open CD. Parent. Time to get that Tails DLC. I definitely should have picked Shenmue. I'm not a huge fan of this Phantasy Star Online music. There we are. Copy to VMU. Excellent. Wow, the chat's more active than I'm used to.
Okay, I've got another video in the render queue.
Yay!
And I need to turn my volume down because it just sounded like you screamed in my ear. Because I had to turn it up.
And
Excellent.
I just downloaded that Tails DLC, which I've never accessed before, so hopefully you don't have too much trouble.
So, odd question. If we know that this is patchable in that way, is there like a undercurrent of fans who are modding this specific version of the game to make like unique DLC, or has that all sort of moved over to the PC version?
So, fun fact, someone actually released the very first DLC for this game last year. Someone made something called Tikal's Challenge. And we will be taking a look at that tonight. And they actually put it on the website, which I did pass through that a few times when I was going through the events on there. That was something that was released just back in 2020. And like apparently they had to like crack something or something like that. Like it did actually take some work to get it made. But unfortunately, nothing else has come of it since then. All right. So hopefully I'll find it without too much of a problem. I do know that it's based off of the, oh, hello. Okay, never mind. It's right there. Excellent. Holding Time Attack Racing Sand Hill. And yes, as you can see, the advertisements still don't have any collision detection. They never will.
That'll be the next big Sonic hacking contest project, is to add collision detection and damageability to the AT&T billboards. Or just like putting you know how the fan community is, just adding them to Sonic 1 just everywhere.
Hey look, Sonic fans. If you want free and easy coverage on Sonic Stadium, just make more DLC for the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure. I will report on it. I promise.
That's all you gotta do. That's all. It's just that simple.
I recorded that I reported on that Tikal Challenge stuff back in 2020. I will do it again. And I just went completely the wrong way. I am a little sad. This is the only time Tails was just controllable on his own in 3D.
So
yeah.
Here's a thought. So we know that in the realm of this, here's DLC for Dreamcast project for the fan community. So we know that they have there are certain Sonic Adventure 2 themes that you can get by download. Is that correct?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Now, by themes, you mean like the voice stuff, or the multiplayer costumes?
The voice things. Is that stuff that's all on the disc already?
I honestly have no idea.
Because in my mind, the thought process is, well, the obvious choice is that you rip the voice pack out of Call of Duty Ghosts for Snoop Dogg, and you make the Snoop Dogg theme for Sonic Adventure 2.
Like, both Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 have voice packs. Thank God I found it. So I have no idea if that's just a weird way for them to put it on the disc or what. Okay, I'm so glad I managed to find this place. Like, I have sometimes just gone through, oh boy. Okay, I gotta restart.
Maybe you could just make a, oh geez, that seems like, it seems like a bad piece of DLC. Don't look at this rock that's up ahead.
Okay, let's try it one more time. Oh, hey, there's like custom AT&T signs at least. I mean, AT&T gates at least. Oh boy.
Great.
Man,
Wonderful.
I think this control's worse than I remember. I don't know if it's obvious, but this is like one of those things in Sonic Adventure that I never go back to.
What was the business deal to make this happen is what I want to know. Like, did AT&T pay money? Did they get some sort of cross-promotion? Is it like, well, if you sign up for AT&T Internet, we get to promote the Dreamcast in some weird way.
There
like...
must have either been something based off of their mutual partnership, a mutual partnership with the web, or it was money. Like, I can't imagine Sega's being all, hey, AT&T, you want to like fund some, you want to like just be included in our DLC?
And then they ask, what is DLC? Because it's 1998.
I'm probably gonna have to restart again. In fact, I've missed so many gigs, I know I'm gonna have to restart again.
Yeah, it's almost like Sega has never really, or has really struggled to perfect its, boarding mechanics.
Hey, I think the snowboarding mechanics work fine.
Do they?
I don't know, well enough. Now in Sonic Adventure 2, I think they work pretty well.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh, come on, why'd you send me back here? Oh, is it... Do I need to hit something, or... Huh.
They're serviceable, but I wouldn't exactly say that, like, they're doing amazing things with. Like, the best board mechanics that I've played in a Sonic game has been the Sonic Generations remake of those stages.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Man, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. I'm beginning to think that, like, because it didn't hit enough gates, I guess I have to, like, go back to Sandhill or something?
The target was 10, so I imagine they wanted you to hit 10 of the AT&T gates or something?
Yeah, that must be it. Okay, yeah, looks like I have to hit more gates, and then it'll tell me I failed, I guess.
Good job, you suck.
I guess kind of assumed that they were like, I don't know, like, fail me at the end of this, not have me go back through and, like, hit all the signs or something. Anyway, I might not have the skill or time for this.
Nobody does. Nobody does. Except for, like, the Awesome Games Done Quick, which I think is still probably going on right now. There was some truly mental stuff going on with Stepmania today.
Huh.
That just made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Now, I'm not familiar with games done quick.
It's.
I mean, like, I've heard of it, but I don't know any of the people involved.
I don't know any of the people involved either, but basically it's a sort of charity telethon type thing. Telethon maybe is the wrong way to put it, but like it's a bunch of people in the speedrunning community showing off things in the speedrunning community. They're just speedrunning various games for several days in a row, and just kind of showing off, like, here's weird tricks, here's performance of doing this in a game, that kind of stuff.
Well, clearly someone needs to speedrun the AT&T DLC. Oh, no, dang it! Oh, hey, there's another DLC gate up here. Yes, I can do this backwards, I didn't know that.
For a while.
Whoops. Alright, and 7. We've done 7. I'm getting there. Uh-oh. Dang it. So clearly what I actually need to do if I get to the end of this without getting all the gates is I guess I need to restart so that I don't have to, like, do all that stuff in the overworld again. What the hell?
I need to go download the Verizon DLC now.
Oh, okay. Man. Can you tell that I've only ever played through this like 6 times? Oh, I'm out of lives. I can't restart anymore. God damn it, Sonic Adventure!
Hey, I actually got all of the emblems in Sonic Adventure DX.
I've never done that.
I have all of those.
This is horrible.
All of those Game Gear games.
Oh, nice. Even Sonic Labyrinth?
All of the Game Gear games.
Ah, so even Sonic Labyrinth. Gate 10 passed. Except it says 9? Oh, damn it, I missed one. Oh, damn it, I missed one.
No, you got it. Wait, why does it have... Oh, you did miss one.
Oh! Or I didn't miss... Oh, wait, no. Okay. I don't know what just happened. It just said goal. I don't think I had goal last time, did it?
Probably it did.
Huh.
I don't know, it'll probably yell at you. It's like, hey!
Yeah, okay.
You didn't get all the things.
Yeah.
You didn't get all the things in this, really well-crafted snowboarding level.
I think you mean sandboarding.
You can snowboard on sand. It refers to the board itself, not the medium on which you are boarding.
Okay, so according to Dauntless Mike, AT&T was the company Sega went to for the Dreamcast Online. That was not something I remembered, but it totally makes sense. Like when it came to the Dreamcast Online, I really only started using it back in 2001, and I used my parents' web service, so I had no idea what they were even using. So but I never specifically. Oh, final gate, excellent. But I never went out of my way to get online.
Here we are. August 4th, 1999, from Associated Press, San Francisco. Owners of Sega's long-awaited Dreamcast video game console will be able to challenge gamers across the street or across the country using a built-in modem and AT&T Corp's internet service. AT&T and Sega announced a deal Wednesday making AT&T the preferred partner for hooking Dreamcast to the internet. However, those who are already online using a different internet service provider will also be able to connect to the Sega Dreamcast network. Dreamcast and its built-in 56K modem will list for $199.99 when it releases domestically on September 9th. Sega says 200,000 consoles have already been pre-sold in the US, the strongest launch ever for a video game console. Sure.
Well,
Sega had sold more than 1 million units in Japan.
Well, Dauntless...
Users of the Sega Network website will also have access to chat rooms, bulletin boards, and email.
Well, Dauntless, you may have been guessing, but you were right. Anyway, alright, so I did it. It's saying I got target 10 in 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Which is above the 5 minutes, but it doesn't seem to be as angry about that. 3 minutes, I mean.
It sounds like a good vote of confidence for Dreamcast from AT&T, says analyst Sean McGowan from Gerard Clower Madison in New York. It's a good way for AT&T to get into internet gaming without a large capital investment. Great.
Well, yeah, this was the extent of their capital investment.
Apparently. Hey, fund some of our mild DLC for Sonic Adventure.
So,
do you want your billboards to have? Some sort of impact? Well, put them everywhere. You just won't be able to do anything with them.
So, that's kind of so that's a bunch, but not all of the gameplay DLC. At least that's all of the event stuff that I can easily access from the website. There is one more piece of European DLC as well as some Japanese stuff. But I think we're going to go into some event DLC for a bit. But first, of course, I do have to delete this stuff. So, okay. And now
Jeez, I
back
can't
to
believe
play.
that's 68 blocks.
Well, keep in mind, like, this stuff was kilobytes in size.
I understand that. How many kilobytes do you need to really make that time attack?
Apparently about 68. So the Dreamcast, of course, got a whole bunch of holiday DLC, including some Japanese exclusive stuff, which I think we're going to go through first.
Dauntless has a question in chat. Can you
Oh.
have multiple pieces of DLC at a time?
I was actually going to say that while you were offline, but then I realized that this is something I should probably tell you. You can only have one piece of DLC at a time. Anything more than that, and it either breaks or, like, the DLC either just doesn't work or only registers one. And that does kind of suck, but because of the DLC size, it's pretty difficult to even have multiple DLCs on there anyway.
Well, here's our Shenmue waifu.
Yes.
A Dreamcast must have a waifu. That is the
Yes.
requirement.
Yes, it must. Come on. You gotta understand, like, waifus were all the rage back in 2000.
In 2000, yeah. That's when I think of prime waifu days. No, those
All
are,
right.
that is... Well, how old is this specific piece of software, though?
I think, like, 2002, 2003.
Really? That old?
Yeah. Huh.
Yes, that would be really impressive, but... I don't know, I feel like for a lot of the save stuff that's in here...
Like, this was pretty early in the Dreamcast homebrew scene. Okay, I'm not seeing the Japanese DLC. Oh, there's actually an all-voice pack. But I think it only works
They all
with
sound like Randy
Japanese.
Savage. They all sound like Randy Savage, and they all look like Thomas the Tank Engine. Perfect.
Okay, well, looks like I'll have to go somewhere else for the Christmas DLC. I think it actually wasn't available on the internet back then. But luckily, there are other ways. So what I just loaded up is the Japanese launch DLC, which I've never actually looked at, I don't think, so I'm not actually entirely sure what to expect from it. Like, if it's anything like the American DLC, then it should just be a purely cosmetic thing that you see in Station Square, but we'll see in just a minute. That does remind me, I meant to look up get the Sonic Adventure DLC pulled up on my iPad, so I can, like, talk a little more about it while I'm going through it.
I'm gonna step away briefly to check on something while that loads. I'll be back in a bit.
Alright.
Hold down the color commentary without me. I expect you to be critical.
No one tell him, but I can't be critical of Sonic Adventure. It means too much to me. I am incredibly biased. It is the best Sonic game ever made. I hope he never actually goes back to listen to this.
Select a memory card. Select a file. Select a
Okay,
character.
so we should go ahead and pick someone who didn't get to be featured in the other DLC. Yeah, more or less what I was expecting. It's just Dreamcast signs and some balloons. Although, I think they're at least a different shape from what we got in the US. From all of us on the Sonic team, thank you very much. Man, I forgot how slow Amy is. Welcome to the Dreamcast launch. This is just the beginning. Well, that was technically accurate. Like, you know, it went on for a few years.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say right now. I'm just waiting for Chris. Let's see. I've already commented on Amy. I've already looked at some of the signs. Got some balloons up here, too.
I've returned.
Hello,
So
Chris.
this was still the episode, or this was still the point in which Sega of America was still letting him be called Robotnik. Like, they dropped that pretty darn quick in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah. Well, they basically just use these two games as a transition over to Eggman here. Although I think that Dr. Eggman was actually also referencing the Japanese version. So anyway.
Significantly, I wonder, like, hey, Gerald Robotnik, was he called that in Japan?
Yeah, I think so. So as you can
Okay.
see, the Dreamcast DLC is just a bunch of signs and balloons. And they only show up in Station Square. A lot of the cosmetic DLC is centered around Station Square. And like a lot of cosmetic DLC, if you hit the signs, they do say things. Now, even though this is the Japanese DLC, it seems like this translates into English for some reason. Thank you for choosing Sonic from Sonic Team. But yeah, very simplistic DLC here, and I was expecting something a little different from what we got in America, but I think this is basically the exact same thing. And even the hotel is advertising the Dreamcast. That's how big it is. The entire world celebrates the Dreamcast. Alright, I think we'll just take a look at it in the train station. And then we'll head out.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Man, I really wish she could jump a little higher. Or at least, I don't know, she needs like a run button or something.
I mean...
US Dreamcast launch $99.99. Huh! This is just the Dreamcast... This is just the US DLC. What the heck? Huh.
Yeah, Amy's controls here were not great. She felt... She wasn't quite like Resident Evil tank controls.
Oh no, like, she didn't have tank controls, but she just...
No.
My issue
But
is
she
she just
doesn't-
wasn't very fast.
She doesn't angle very well is the issue. Like, she needs to slow down in order to turn,
Ah.
which is very weird. I'm going to split again because I think a parental unit is home and I might need to help them.
Okay. Alright, well I think that'll do it for the Dreamcast launch DLC. It sounds like I might be on my own for a bit longer this time around, so I'm going to endeavor to be a little more talkative and informative regarding the DLC. So, very first thing I need to do is I need to check and see if this was actually the Japanese DLC, because I think I may have downloaded the wrong thing. I do love GDMU, but boy, when you're doing my specific thing, these loading times do start to grate a bit.
Okay, so this is the part where we play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a bad game.
Well, that's... Now you're just lying.
Okay, so I guess the Japanese launch stuff must have been on the disc or something. Because... like, you know, that was the U.S. launch, basically. So I guess won't bother with that.
Well, would you need to play the, international version?
Or I could play the international version, but like, it's just gonna be the same stuff, but in Japanese. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I probably should. Part of me wants to be just ridiculously completionist, but I feel like that wastes a little too much time.
I don't know. You've never shown off this DLC before on the stream. Like, it's not like this is most of the streams that you do is we need to show off this version of the DLC for, like, every individual holiday.
Alright, so next thing I gotta do is I got to download the Japanese DLC, and there's a very
Load up Soul Calibur.
There's a very specific way I need to do this. I need to go into Sonic Adventure, and I need to go into the browser, and then I need to make my way basically out of the browser and into the wider internet.
No, what you need to do is you need to start up A Tale of Swords and Swords Eternally Retold.
Select a
Look, I agree, that is a very good game. I dare say it might even be better than Sonic Adventure, but we can't do that tonight. It doesn't have any Sonic DLC. Now, if Soul Calibur had Sonic DLC, maybe, but, you know, it doesn't. It wasn't good enough for the AT&T Sonic partnership.
That's Link. Can I play as AT&T in Soul Calibur?
I mean, you could probably mod the AT&T sign into Soul Calibur.
I guess. I mean, I could play as the Hornet car in Fighters Mega Mix. That's pretty good.
That's okay.
It's okay. What are you talking about? It's the Hornet car. You get to fight as it in a
You
fighting
know,
game.
The Hornet car gets all the attention, but what about the bear?
It's not the Hornet car.
The Hornet car has animation. You know what doesn't have animation? The bear.
I mean, you could say that.
I could say that because it's accurate. Okay, so I got to go into community, and I've got to go into the Borgs. So, like,
Now
they
that's
actually
sad.
brought these. So they actually brought the Borgs back.
So the issue is, though, I will see you, the bear, and
Kuma-chan.
raise you either Mr. Is it Meat or Mr. Meat? I forget which. And most significantly, I will raise you the Sega AM2 logo, which is also not animated and is in that fighting game and is wonderful.
Okay, that works. At least it's not the Daytona USA car.
Because you suck at Daytona doesn't mean you gotta slack off the Hornet car.
Hey,
The Hornet car is in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
I insult the
wonderful,
Hornet
and it's
car
great.
because it's animated, not because it's not because I'm bad at the game.
No, that's why you're insulting it. We all know that's why. You can't deny it, Alex.
I just did. I can deny whatever I darn well please. So this is like most of the available DLC right here. So we got the Christmas event, the EU Dreamcast event, the Halloween event, the Japanese Christmas event, which is why I'm here, and the Kadomatsu New Year's event. So we're going to do the Japanese Christmas event next. Then we're going to do the Kadomatsu. Yes, save it. Actually, you know what? You know what I can do to save myself some trouble is I can download the next piece of DLC onto my other VMU. I'm gonna go do that. And that'll save me some trouble. 88 blocks actually makes it like one of the bigger DLCs that we got for Sonic Adventure.
Interesting. Apparently, Bark and Bean in Fighters Megamix are only able to throw each other or the kid versions of the Virtua Fighter characters.
Ah. Interesting. So, now
Oh, these web commands are very of the era.
web
Remember
commands.
when it was? Yeah, like the buttons.
Select
Remember
a
when
move.
having custom
Select the
themes was a big important thing in like classic browsers
Select the
or
character.
classic
Yeah.
online navigation. Like I remember for a time, I believe for Mario Tennis on the N64, they released a custom browser for the game that you would just download and install to your PC, and it just looked like Mario Tennis stuff. I need to see if I can find that.
Okay, so E102 is going to get in on some Christmas on some Christmas cheer. So this is the Japanese Christmas DLC. It employed different music and a different tree model, which is frankly inferior to what the US got. And this was something that only Japan got because, of course, the game came out basically a year earlier there. You know, like I guess a couple days before before Christmas 1998.
This was before the internet was a global place where people were aware of things.
Yeah.
Sega had a hard time catching up regardless because it took them how many years until they actually got PSO2 over to the US with significant help from other companies.
That like took what, 8 years or something?
Something like that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What the hell just happened? I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
Uh-oh.
I get stuck?
AT&T, save me!
Oh my god, this game. Just the most random glitches when it comes to the collision detection.
You can enter the post, but you cannot leave.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to pick a different character, because E102 is just... I guess he's a ghost now, and so his incorporeal form just, like... It can go through surfaces, but it can't, like, get back out of them.
So I was half correct. There is the official Mario Tennis browser, but it was to promote Mario Power Tennis for the GameCube.
Okay, that makes more sense for Nintendo. Like, I know that the N64 had a browser the N64 DD had online functionality.
Thank you, Dolius.
But like,
I actually do tend to post the clips that you save on Twitter.
Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna revisit the tree that killed me. Personally,
the tree didn't kill you. It was a post. You
well,
walked
okay,
into
but
a post that you then fused into.
Yeah, but you see, I couldn't get out of the post because I got stuck in the post because I was trying to look at a tree. Gamma's curiosity got the better of him.
And Knuckles also gets stuck in the post.
Nope. So as you can see, when I hit the trees, they do display they do display in Japanese, unlike the Japanese launch stuff. So I don't know what happened there when it came to that. But just like with the launch party stuff, these trees are scattered all about Station Square. I think there's one in the hotel lobby here. There it is. And this was DLC that I technically featured on our YouTube. So, Chris, what is your favorite of these Christmas jingles that we've heard?
None of them that I've been able to hear because...
Oh, right, I forgot.
You aren't really able to pipe audio through. So I can listen to you, but I can't listen to the audio of the game. Because then I'd have to unmute the Twitch stream, and then I would just hear myself and you talking, but like 15 seconds later.
Yeah, I really should start doing what you do and like just run it through Discord.
I don't know if you can do what I do.
Really? I guess it's a more complicated setup than I expect.
Probably.
Okay, so we've done the first bit of Japanese exclusive DLC, event DLC, Christmas holiday DLC, and so now let's do the other one. So this upcoming thing called Kadomatsu. This is a holiday that I believe like runs through early January, and like basically they put out this thing, like a tree thing, in front of their homes.
Kadomatsu is a traditional Japanese decoration, as Yoshiro of New York placed in pairs in front of homes to welcome ancestral spirits or kami to harvest. They are placed after Christmas until July 7th or January 15th during the Edo period, and January 7th or January 15th, and are considered temporary housing for kami. Designed for Kadomatsu vary based depending on region, but are typically made of pine, bamboo, and sometimes ume tree sprigs, which represent longevity, prosperity, and steadfastness respectively. The fundamental function of the New York ceremonies is to honor and receive the Toshigami deity, who will then bring a bountiful harvest for farmers and bestow their ancestors' blessings on everyone. After January 15th, or in many instances the 19th, the Kadomatsu is burned to appease the kami or Toshigami and release them.
Well, anyway, this game is just cosmetic DLC.
There is an emoji for it. In US, it is Pine Decoration interpreted.
Ooh.
And
But,
it looks like this thing that I'll paste in chat, maybe, depending on
but,
how
well, we're about to
cooperative
see
is.
it.
Hey, there we go.
But,
Enjoy the emoji.
but this DLC was actually lost until a couple of years ago, when someone found it on some VMU they got from Japan. And I think it was with this that, like, they managed to finally dig up all of the old Sonic Adventure DLC. Get a Dreamcast, Dauntless, you won't regret it.
I don't know. When this, for the price that they go for these days,
Oh,
like even
right.
when I got mine, even when I got mine, like it was it was not a bad price at all, and I got so many games with it. But these days, I don't think you could even get anything approaching that because people care too much and they sort of know the value of this stuff nowadays.
I forgot. The collectors ruined the retro market. But yeah, this is the Kadomatsu.
Like at this point, my broad understanding is that so what kami reside in those Kadomatsu?
I don't know.
But
Maybe.
Is chaos a kami?
You know what? I don't see why it wouldn't be a kami.
I mean, he's made of water, so he could live in a plant.
Although, you know, there are actual, like, ghosts in this world and Shao and stuff, so... I don't know, maybe Deg Shao?
Those would... Or would... Well, he wouldn't be an Oni, I suppose.
Kami are spirits, right?
Kami are, like, spirits or gods, I guess, in a way. So,
Well,
like, if
I'm
he's
aware
the
of
god
the...
water...
Yeah. Okay, so if they're gods, then yeah, chaos would qualify, I guess. But why would gods live in a bamboo thing?
You know, they gotta have a place to live, like, right after Christmas.
Oh,
Wouldn't you-
hey,
if you-
look! Look, he has little Kodomatsu on his desk. Aww. That's nice.
Then at the end of the holiday, you burn them.
Ooh, man.
Burn them to release the gods.
What if you don't burn them? Do the gods get trapped in there or something?
It's like Ghostbusters. Oh, I feel so bad saying it.
Yes,
It's
yes.
like Ghostbusters. They're just trapped inside the little trap.
A train headed for the Mystic
Anyway, I don't think I've
Mountains
actually
will be
looked at
departing
this
soon.
DLC before. Like, I was just made aware of it back in the day. But, okay, I think I found all of them. So, that's all of the Japanese exclusive DLC that's not, like, time attack stuff like the AT&T. Because there was a Famitsu thing, and there's something else. But we're not going to take a
I'm currently looking at a region-free Dreamcast located, I believe, in the U.S.
Yeah.
That had 21 minutes left. It has 13 bits. Now, it has a lot of stuff with it. Like, it has 2 controllers, the console, 3 VMUs, 2 rumble packs, I think, and, like, the associated cables. And, it's currently at $165
Oh
with
my
20 minutes
God.
left. And it
Huh.
has, $20 shipping.
You know, it's really not the worst, given that it's modded and it comes with a bunch of stuff.
So I'm guessing for a Dreamcast these days, you're probably paying somewhere in the realm of $200.
Well, for an unmodded Dreamcast without the region-free stuff?
Probably in that vicinity.
Wow.
It might depend. Like, there's some here. There's one that has a day left. It's up to 10 bids, and it's up to 93, and it's the Black Sega Sports Dreamcast with 1 controller and, I guess a game with it or something.
You know how much I paid for my Black Sports Dreamcast? $30.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like you bought it off of an online source. That sounds like you got it from a friend, or you
No,
bought it from
I got it from GameStop in 2002.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm just saying, that's how much the prices have been inflated.
Well, yeah, Sure.
I was just making a point. Let's see.
Like, if you want a 3DS, like, if you want to have the 3DS that will last you a while, now's the time to get them.
Oh, yeah.
Because you figure DS stuff is already in that bad place, and I feel like Wii is sort of in that area, but hasn't necessarily hit it. There's definitely some Wii games that are way up there now.
So we're going to take a look at the PAL Launch Party DLC now, and then we're going to get into the Western holidays.
For some reason, the PAL launch also has a bunch of Kadomatsu.
I'm going to see what happens when I guess run it on the US Dreamcast, because at the very least, like, the Dreamcast worlds should be blue. If they aren't, thankfully I do have the PAL copy on here.
So Alex, I wanna describe the Google search that I did.
Yeah.
To get to the description. All I did was do a Google search for Kadomatsu, Kadomatsu. The first choice is obviously the Wikipedia. Then you know how it has people also ask all of these other things. The second entry is also a wiki. It's not Wikipedia, but it is a wiki. What do you think it's the wiki of?
Probably some Japanese anime or manga or whatever.
You're not that far off, but it perhaps has a bit of a different flavor to it than that.
Is it hentai?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know then.
It is the Super Mario Wiki. And it's in reference to Kadomatsu appearing in Mario Kart Tour, the Mario Kart mobile game.
Here I come, Sonic!
Huh.
That doesn't seem okay.
Interesting.
That doesn't seem like the right prioritizing. Because, like, the next thing underneath is like, specifically a Japanese cultural website. So it goes Wikipedia, then the Mario Wiki, then Japanese cultural website.
Yay!
And
I mean, at least it's up there.
The first video that appears in search engine is someone explaining how to hit the 3 Kadomatsu in a single race in the Mario Kart event.
So is this Mario Kart Tour?
Yeah, the mobile game.
From all of us on the Sonic team, thank you very much. So far the same language as the US launch. No blue swirl, that makes me a little sad.
They couldn't afford it. They hadn't figured out how to do the blue swirl yet for that Dreamcast. They were still borrowing the Japanese one.
Welcome to the Dreamcast launch. This is just the beginning. Look for more cool stuff online. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Never mind that it will take us out of business.
I mean, hey, it didn't take him out of business. Ooh, EU Dreamcast launch, 14/10/1999. Thank you for supporting us. Man, they had no idea this was gonna, like, just be it for them, huh? Well, they must have had some inkling, I suppose. But they at least wanted to project a lot of confidence. Well, they at least got blue swirls on the balloons. I'll give them that. Alright. So, I think we're going to go back into some gameplay DLC.
This is how AT&T designed the Gamma stages. Can you catch the AT&T board with Big the Cat?
No, there is no Big the Cat DLC. Or E102. Or Amy. They mostly just focus on Sonic, really. But like this next bit of DLC I'm going to load up is going to just be like Sonic, I think, collecting some shoes. I think the Reebok DLC is on here. I guess I'll find out in a moment. So Mario Kart Tour crashed for you, huh, Dauntless? I don't know. I only played it a couple of times. I just couldn't get into it.
I enjoyed it enough. Eventually, it was better whenever they added the drift button as opposed to the auto drift. I liked it. I thought it was structured very fun. I liked the continuous aspect of it. I didn't necessarily love the gachapon mechanics, but I could live with them for the sake of continuing to play. Gave you a lot of stupid characters. Do you want Wario dressed as a hiker for the Canada tour? Because you could get that. They did it. Do you want Daisy dressed as a fairy?
Who
the answer is
Daisy
no,
dressed
but
as a
they did it anyway.
Okay, looks like the European DLC isn't on here. I guess they didn't have it back then. Well, might as well download something. So, I think I'll go ahead and do Halloween. Which does actually require me to go into a level. Like last year, I was planning on doing some holiday focused DLCs where it's Halloween. Let's take a look at some Christmas stuff. And oh dang it, I pressed the wrong thing. And I was gonna go through the scant tiny amounts of Halloween centric Sonic stuff, but I didn't have time for any of that. Oh, man, this DLC was not meant to be played like this.
No, absolutely not. It was meant, generally speaking, it was barely meant to be played at all. That said, it's kind of worth at least noting.
Yeah.
In the history of Sega doing this stuff is that part of them having one of the first significantly online consoles was them also tapping into something that didn't really come up that much during the Xbox era, whenever that console was also significantly online, and even the Xbox 360 era, where the Dreamcast just had these sort of limited time events. I think most notably, Phantasy Star Online is kind of famous for the limited time stuff that it's done.
It had a lot of holiday centric stuff, and the fan room servers still use it.
Select the character.
Let's get him.
They still do Christmas, Halloween, something for Sonic's birthday. That I think they put Sonic in the lobby.
There's a Sonic statue or something there that comes up at that time, doesn't it?
Yes, something like that.
And I know
Halloween parties being held
PSO2
at
even
Twinkle
has
Park.
it as well, or had it for a period of time.
So as you can see, we've got Halloween graphics pasted everywhere. Nothing unusual at this point. Come on.
This is how you do DLC in the time. You get one JPEG. You get one.
Actually,
And you
there's
put it
more than one.
everywhere.
There's more than one JPEG.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
And we have transparency? No! No alpha channels. Can't afford it.
As you can see, we have 2 JPEGs, Trick or Treat, and also we've got polygons
Holy
with
crap.
collision detection.
Polygons. With collision.
Yes.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, Sonic is standing on top of this thing right now.
Did Jet Set Radio have like DLC tags that you could get?
I know that there was like fan-made DLC, fan-made tags you could download off the website, and I think there were also custom tags made by Sega. Like nothing
Okay.
quite like this, but there was online content for Jet Set Radio. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like what kinds of DLC could you really have in this era? And like the answer is obviously nothing particularly big, because even that AT&T stuff is massive compared to most of the save files and takes
Yeah.
up a huge chunk of it. But at the same time, it's like, well, what can you actually have that is meaningful?
Now on Samba de Amigo, the music track, basically you didn't actually download music tracks when you downloaded music on there. Basically,
It
you
was
only
on the disc.
Yeah, it was on the disc, and you downloaded keys.
Yeah.
So there was that stuff like that, and then there was
The
like
DS had a
basic
few
cosmetic
games that were
stuff.
along those lines. I think even some other Dreamcast games did, where it was like as soon as a certain amount of time has passed, or as soon as they have made available. Like most famously, I think one of the most recent additions to actually have a fan community unlock the stuff that's in there was Floygan Brothers.
Yeah.
For Dreamcast.
I think when it came to Floygan Brothers, that stuff was actually not on the disc.
I think it was actually, though.
Then
I think that was like one of the
how did
game's
it take
news
us?
stories.
Then how did it take us this long to get access to it? That's surprising. I figured hackers would have been able to crack into it years ago.
I mean, there has to be the effort to do so. I don't know if that specific effort existed.
Oh,
Also,
it definitely did for Dreamcast. Like, there has been an immense amount of effort put forth by the Dreamcast community to do all sorts of things, including like
for
just
all
getting.
games?
Yeah, like they have been working on getting all of the games online for about a decade now, and at this point, there's only like a handful of games left that need to be fixed. Like, you can do Alien Front Online, you can do Starlancer, you can do trying to think, you can do Maximum Pool. You know, there's like there were like I think about 30 online Dreamcast games, and at this point there's like 5 more that need to be fixed. Like, I don't know if you remember the couple years ago, this Dreamcast game that was supposed to be given away for free called the Internet Pack got leaked, and that like had a bunch of like mini games on there, like card games and stuff. And like basically the moment it got leaked, the community just worked to get them online. They're like back online in like a month. But, so when it comes to Dreamcast DLC, the most substantial stuff was custom tracks and custom racers in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, there was a contest, they held a contest for Sonic Adventure 2 where fans could submit racers, and they eventually, as well as tracks. And they eventually did Opa Opa and Egg Robo as racers, as well as a few custom tracks, including one I think based off of one of those characters. Now I assume that the tracks utilize like the on-disc assets, and just the actual data was just like downloading how to organize what was on the disc. But like that's about as far as Dreamcast DLC could go. And I do want to eventually feature the Sonic Adventure 2 DLC, but of course, one of the big barriers is that most of the DLC was multiplayer only. And so I'd have to rope someone else into it.
Ready? Go!
I'm in a bad place right now, Alex.
Why?
Because at the moment I am checking to see what the current status is of a Sega Pico core for the Mr. FPGA.
Why would you do that?
Honestly, like, the big reason is I've been trying to figure out what is going to be the best way to show some of the games that I want to show for my almost every Sonic stream. Because, you know, like, hey, it's hard to find good upscalers these days, or especially for like composite out stuff. So,
Hey, pump it up.
like, the Mister emulates the actual hardware itself. So, if I ever need to do Genesis or
Welcome to
Game
Twinkle
Boy
Park.
Advance or anything like that, I wouldn't need to really worry about what kind of hardware I'm using. I could just use that, and it would be more or less indiscernible.
Huh.
But at the same time, like, it also gets up to a certain point and then is not like I could tell you I would be looking at one of these like right away if I knew it could handle Dreamcast stuff. Like Saturn development for it is progressing.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's all the way there yet, but I think it's going pretty well. But
Yeah.
But, like, it can only go up to a certain point, and then it's like, well, this is the limits of what we can do with this.
Well, I've heard that it's made a lot of progress, and that they've still got more that they can do, but I think it's mostly been the 2D stuff right now that they've been able to handle. So,
Yeah.
I just want to say, Dauntless Monk, yeah, there was actually an Opa Opa Racer for Sonic Adventure 2. As well as a special Sonic kart called High Speed Racer. So, I suspect maybe you don't remember because I don't know, it wasn't Sonic Focus or something. Like, it's basically just like the Opa Opa 3D model, but on wheels. Which, like, I was not enough of a Sega nerd at the time to appreciate that. Now, of course, you know, I think that's just the coolest thing that Sonic Team actually did that. Okay, so we're doing some European DLC now. The only piece of exclusive European DLC. And for this one, we will be going back to the website. After this, I think we're going to be, like, almost done after this. Well, there is some Japanese DLC as well, but I have no idea what that even involves. Okay. So,
Select an
Oh wait,
sorry,
dang it! What?
Select
I'm
a file.
distracted. I'm watching Daytona footage off of the Mister.
How's it running?
Seems pretty good. I mean, there's the biggest complaint I would say is there's a lot of errant polygons that are just flying at the screen, but
Well,
But
that's
beyond
better
that-
than I would expect, given how difficult the Saturn is to emulate. Or, like, uh, although as I understand it, like these higher end emulations do require a lot more RAM than your standard Mister has. Okay, so I had to reboot to this because this, as I've said before, this DLC is the only piece of Dreamcast DLC that's region locked, and so I've got to use the PAL copy.
Select a file.
I genuinely did consider using an emulator for this. If only because I wondered if it might be easier to handle, but it really wouldn't have been.
really?
Like, I'd still be moving through a whole bunch of different applications and websites, downloading things and putting things in things. Like, I discovered that to get that, like, just getting just transferring a VMU file into Flycast is a bit of a pain in the butt. Like, it's doable, but like
You can't just inject a save into a virtual VMU.
No, like I can't just take a file and stick it in. I have to work through the this special VMU program, and then locate it on the computer, and then get it in. But then I also have to go into the VMU and delete it once it's done. And so it was just gonna be a whole thing in and of itself. It probably would have been a bit easier than this, but not enough for me to not just do what I know how to do. Like at the very least, I have experience with this. All right, so events and minigame events. So I think this is going to be the last of these released in the West. So, oh right, aside from that Tikal Challenge DLC, which we will be getting to before the night is up. Man, we have a Dreamcast website mentioning a smartphone right now. Oh right, I forgot about the Twinkle Circuit course. Dang it. Well, I can just go ahead and download this to my other save file, I guess. Of course, you saw this last night. Come on, let me load it already. Hurry it up.
I mean, give it a break. It's working at 56K.
Well, it should work at 112K.
It should, but you're not asking realistic questions or having realistic expectations.
Oh, come on! Why is this taking so long? It's usually faster than this.
Servers are really hammered tonight. Everyone's just jumping onto their Dreamcasts and
Yes,
over
yes.
to.
I have started a Dreamcast a Dreamcast revolution. Soon, the Dreamcast will be like the top console on Twitch. Twitch will have to figure out how to make a Dreamcast compatible website.
Dauntless Monk, I would say if you wondered what it would be like if the Dreamcast managed to last a few years longer and did better in sales, I would say you could probably have a decent sense of that if you look at the Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, dang it! I thought I had enough free space. Okay.
I think the philosophies that the Dreamcast wanted to sort of build itself off of were realized by the Xbox a fair bit, save for the very Japanese nature of the Dreamcast itself.
Yeah, that's one reason why Microsoft and Sega got along so well in the early days. Oh, dang. Come on, I gotta have a VMU that's empty-ish. Like, you know, there we are. That's why like they're actually talking about making the Xbox backwards compatible with the Dreamcast at one point. But Microsoft decided not to do it because they didn't want to have to support the Dreamcast Online features, which I don't think they necessarily would have needed to do that. Like, the Dreamcast...
I mean, the Dreamcast's architecture was Microsoft-centered.
Don't know about Microsoft-centered. Like, it did... Windows
Built
CE...
off of Windows and CE, yeah.
Well, actually, it's not built off of Windows CE. It was just... that's a misconception. Windows CE was like a optional operating system that could be included on the disk. But only like a few games ended up actually using it, like Starlancer. Now, one thing about the
to just run like network abilities, or
no, like basically like it would have an OS on the disk that the game ran through to talk to the Dreamcast. I think it was something along those lines, where it basically was that it ran on that OS instead of the Dreamcast's.
That seems weird that they would put a sticker on the console to advertise optional middleware.
At least that's basically what I read a few years ago. Like this, I'm operating just off of what I can remember, but I'm fairly certain that like the Dreamcast didn't have Windows like built into its software.
Windows CE is an operating system developed by Microsoft, developed with embedded systems in mind. It was originally developed for handheld computers, with the first release debuting in 1996. The Sega Dreamcast is known for running an optimized version of Windows CE with DirectX as an operating system. It was developed between Microsoft and Sega over a period of 2 years, with the original intention being the primary operating system of the console. It was Microsoft, blah, blah, blah. In the end, Sega chose to go down a different route than what was originally planned, bundling simple operating systems within the disks themselves. Running games through Windows CE was still an option for developers, but most games use Sega's proprietary software instead. The limited adoption of Windows CE is often blamed on console programmers lacking the experience to deal with the OS and lack of advantages that Windows CE offered over the competition. So yeah, it just sounds like maybe they were intending this to be central to the console, but then decided, no, but like you could make it. You could use it as middleware if I guess you want to pay multiple people a licensing fee.
Yeah. Like, I think it was really only just used for a handful of Windows ports, like Starlancer and some other games I wouldn't know.
Sega Retro has a big list of stuff.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. If you wanted to play Kiss Psycho Circus, The Nightmare Child,
yeah, I never
that uses
did.
it. Princess Maker Collection, Qbert, Resident Evil 2, Sega Rally 2, The Next Tetris, NFL Quarterback Club 2001.
Now, Next Tetris I knew about. Hey, Chris, look.
Maximum Pool.
Reebok DMX. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it, Chris?
I am feeling it. I believe the description of this DLC was that Robotnik stole Sonic's Reebok's DMX, and you have to go get it.
That's exactly what happened. All right, well, let's go get some shoes. Okay, so this is the shoes that we have to collect. They're floating in a unique crystal floaty thingy. And you can't hear it right now, but it did change the soundtrack just now. To basically the, you know the music that plays when you're fighting Knuckles or E102?
Kinda, sorta.
That's the music that's playing right now. Find all pairs of Reebok DMX stolen by Dr. Eggman.
Oh, jeez. They actually did put, like, they put...
Oh, Dr.
more
Robotnik.
than most of the DLC thus far for these shoes.
Yeah, there's
Like-
also, like, road signs on the trees. You can see that?
Was the enemy, the rolling enemy, was that reskinned or was that the normal color?
Was it green?
I don't remember. It
Ah.
went by too fast. Oh, hey! These signs have collision.
Yeah, they do. It's weird. Apparently Reebok was working with, like, more advanced technology than AT&T was.
Reebok supporting the Dreamcast's online system.
Oh boy! I was actually running on the railing for a second there. Yes, I'm sure that Reebok had the exact same relationship with Sega that AT&T did. Okay, I've only found one pair of shoes so far. That's probably not good. Ah! Okay, found more shoes. Why would Robotnik steal Sonic's shoes anyway? Oh, hey! Interesting. So it only takes place in the first half of the level. Ow!
No!
A monkey killed me.
I mean, that's the plot of Sonic Labyrinth, isn't it?
A monkey. Oh, yeah. Robotnik stole Sonic's shoes. Yeah, it is. But like, Robotnik stole like Sonic's like actual useful shoes, not like just some regular sort of shoes you can buy in a
They
store.
actually just put the they put the sign there to prevent you from getting to the next segment of the level.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm actually gonna have to, like, I guess quit the level? Because, I guess, I guess it doesn't restart you. That's unfortunate. I do like how they at least put the first pair of shoes right in front of you. Okay, so I guess I better look around a bit more this time. I kind of figured they're just going to be on my path. But clearly I was wrong. And no, they did not reskin the enemies.
Okay, just an illusion on my part then.
Okay, I guess I can look down beneath the bridge. That seems like a place where Robotnik might hide some shoes.
Sonic is bigger than most of those hotel rooms. I'd like you to take note of how tall Sonic is compared to the doors to the hotel.
Huh. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's like there's a race of smaller people or something.
I guess maybe like, hey, is it exclusive? Or is this the hotel exclusive to the small animals? What go in the badniks?
Maybe.
Because I've seen the human people, and the rest of the hotel seems the human people sized. I'm being told you are going past it.
Really? So like where was it, Dauntless? Oh, behind
Appar-
the boardwalk.
The problem is, you just went by it because, like, I could have seen... I saw it for a split second, but then you decided to go the other direction. You were walking towards it with the camera and having it be, like, right at where you were.
How'd I miss it?
Because you walked one direction, it was there, and then you walked in the exact opposite direction.
Huh. Okay, well, I figured it was gonna be down there, but I just didn't see it.
You could always just not get the checkpoints.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it was down here on the it was down here in the sand, right? Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay. Excellent.
Yes.
So I assume that there's not like two down here before I move on. Alright. I will try to start skipping the checkpoints. Yeah, that is one thing I do not care about in regards to Sonic Adventure. How the restarting only gets you back to the checkpoint. Like, what's even the point at that point?
If only there was some sort of special Tails Head collectible that you could get that would respawn you at the place where you had perished previously.
Chris, you are speaking some blasphemy right now. You
That's
know,
okay.
you know how some people feel. Now, personally,
Yeah,
I think
but
the
you know,
tail...
you know that
think-
the last thing I care about is how most Sonic fans feel.
Ah, I see you said Sonic fans specifically. Well, I think that Sonic fans are wonderful people who are often wrong.
I agree with half of that.
Ah, so you think that they're wonderful people then?
You're allowed to interpret that in whatever way you want.
I choose to interpret it that way. Okay, I feel like there must have been more shoes in the area I just walked through, but I just did not see them.
You've got, what, 3 of them?
I've got, Oh! What the hell? Oh, come on! I don't know how I just did that.
I look forward to seeing whatever you just did. Oh, also, I think you passed one in the archway.
Okay, so there's one in the archway then.
I don't know if there's one in the archway, but it looked like
Well-
there might have been one.
I swear to God, they better not have one in like some super duper stupid place, like, I don't know, up here or something. Up in the hotel rooms. Okay, so the shoe, there it is. Okay, I got a shoe. Huh, I think Tails actually got that for me. Thank you, Tails. You actually make yourself useful for once. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not, like, missing... Ooh, one up here. Okay.
Shoes found! There are more hidden elsewhere.
Okay.
So I don't think there's
What the-
any between here and the arch.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure. Now, I could have sworn that there was, like, one up here. Like, I don't know, I saw in, like, a screenshot or a video, but, like, up here, like, right before the ramp that sends me through into the loop, but I'm just not seeing it. Okay.
So what do you win if you send this time attack to AT&T?
I assume I'll win some shoes. Oh, hello! I just found one. Right before the whale. I've never actually looked around that platform before. Okay, I've got
I think
three.
you passed one in the arch again.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you keep moving
Oh.
forward without really looking.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
Don't
am.
lie to me.
Huh.
You're letting muscle memory take over, and you're just playing the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at least looking around. Like I am, like looking when I'm going through these environments. But Oh, well, I found 4 now, so I guess I'm gonna have to look for one in the archway specifically, which means I'm gonna have to restart. Oh wait. Ugh. God damn. Checkpoints. I do believe I checked. Well, I don't know. I checked at least one of the huts at the in the starting beach area.
Well, you know where they are, except for, you know, the one that I told you 5 times that you missed, and you kept missing.
Okay, so you actually saw one in the archway.
Yes, that's why
Okay,
I said it.
I thought you were just telling me to look in that
No.
area. All right. I will once I get to the archway, assuming I know what you're referring to. I will stop, and you will like point it out to me.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
you remember the Sonic Frontiers trailer, right?
Yes.
And you know the landscape of it just sort of slowly approaching a sort of a little alcove that would take you into a bigger area.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's like that, but in this game.
Okay, so I'm at the ramp right now. Do I hit the ramp?
You got the 2 in this section, yes.
Okay. So I assume that the area past the ramp is the archway.
Now keep in mind, Alex, I'm like 5 seconds behind wherever you're at.
Okay.
So yeah, hit this ramp, then it is in the next section. So don't just jump through and just go by muscle memory. Actually stop, and you will see something ahead of you, as there are several arches made of stone above you, and between 2 of those arches is an item box.
Ah, I see it. Okay. Man, they hit that one pretty well.
I saw it every single time that you passed it, man.
Yes, but you aren't playing the game. You're watching the game. That's different.
Yeah, but I'm also rendering video and keeping an eye on YouTube.
Okay. I think I've got everything now. Thank you, Chris. Now I can finally win that pair of shoes.
Sucker, they're soap shoes.
Ooh, I could go for some soap shoes.
You would break your ankles immediately if you attempted to grind.
Who said I was gonna attempt to grind? I guess while you just wear them while I'm doing normal things like walking.
They're grinding shoes.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's why they made the deal with, or that's why Sega made the deal with them,
Huh.
because soap shoes are designed for grinding.
I actually did not know that. So, you can't continue
That's why
from
they
here.
have the big
please?
notch. That's why Sonic shoes in the game have that big notch in the center, so that he can grind on rails, which was a new mechanic in the game.
Interesting. So please delete file. So I will have to do that. Man. So, finally did in like 2.5 minutes.
Hey, finally finished getting another video up in public over on YouTube. So now you can watch both part 1 and part 2 of Sonic in LEGO Dimensions.
So, I've now got to do the Twilight Park Racing DLC, which is the one custom course that they made for this, I think.
Alex, how am I to interpret that that many of the no commentary versions of my videos get more views than the with commentary versions?
Maybe people just find more value in clean videos, Chris.
Sure.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with you. You're a wonderful person, Chris.
I'm a wonderful person who's getting rather tired.
Yeah, I figured that was coming soon.
Well, you've hit the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I didn't think this was going to go on for this long. But like, I knew that this was going to like slow some stuff down, but didn't think it was going to slow stuff down this much. So I do at least have now 3 VMUs that I can like move files between. So, okay, better delete the event result. So I might at least be able to smooth things out a little bit.
If I wasn't running a video render and a video upload and a Twitch stream, I would be opening XSplit and programming my new Stream Deck right now. But I think that might be a little bit too taxing on my my processor.
Yeah, probably. Okay, let's see. So this would have the kart, the Samba de Amigo Kart Convention DLC. Okay. Copy to VMU.
Yeah, the reason why I don't know if maybe chat can guide my judgment in a specific way. One of the reasons why I've been looking to, or why I've been looking into the Mister is, I've been trying to figure out what is going to be some of the best ways for me to actually present some of the really weird Sonic stuff, or like the really old Sonic stuff. Like, I have a copy of Sonic Adventure on disc for Dreamcast. I have Genesis games. I have all of this stuff. Basically what it kind of comes down to is I don't love the GBA emulation in the Retron.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, most of the time the Retron stuff is good enough, but I don't love it. And kind of what I'm running into with it is there are certain games where, depending on what I'm running, like there is some sort of sound delay, which I can fix on stream, but, you know, I don't want to fix it if I don't have to.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of left with the options of like, well,
right.
I can look at the Mister FPGA and sort of decide, well, there's certain things that I can emulate through there and certain things that I can't. But it would give me a very high quality emulation. Or I can just accept the best emulation that is currently available without using hardware emulation. Just various Windows-based emulation options. Or I can use original hardware with a good upscaler, like a RetroTink.
Well,
And
I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know what my preference would be.
like the retro tank seems like it's pretty good, but at the same time, that $300 price tag is a hefty price tag.
Oh yeah. Of course, you
And
know I don't bother with upscaling. Like I guess like go with the best VGA to HDMI converter I can get for my Dreamcast, and that's it.
mine is not very good, uh, but you know, like basically I have one that I used for my very first stream whenever I actually did stream a Sega Pico game, and it was giving me some weird artifacting in it, so I don't want to just use that, but trying to make retro games comply to modern standards is a pain.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I guess with something like the, do you have a Mister? I forget exactly what.
I don't have a Mister. A Mister is also very expensive.
Like a Mister's probably like the best. What's the word? The best like bang for your buck that you can get, because you know, as far as I know, at least it should be better than any upscaler that you can get, and it can also cover a lot of platforms.
However, it comes with the complications of, well, there's a lot of cores that just don't exist yet, because making cores for that is a very intensive and demanding experience.
Yeah.
And it would run into stuff like, well, the stuff that would be hardest to show off would be things like the Sega Pico or the Neo Geo Pocket Color. And
all right,
those aren't things where cores exist of those.
Select a menu.
Well,
Select a file.
then my recommendation would be the upscaler, I suppose. Because at the very least, you can apply that to just about anything.
Select a character.
Let's get him!
So, our next piece of DLC is something that I know that I showed off last night, and so I'm not going to be spending too much time here. Although hopefully I'll be able to like just get through it real quick. As you can see, there's a custom gate. There's some custom posters, and there's also just an original track that uses a instrumental version of Supersonic Racing, which, again, like all the other music that we've seen tonight, is on the disc. Ugh. Man.
I do like that it just jams that extra door in there. Like there's nothing over there in the actual original game, and to actually get there, if you think about it, you have to cross the water.
Yeah, it is not something made with regular people in mind. I remember when I first heard about this DLC, I assumed that you accessed it through the Twinkle Park hub area. You know how you go up there and you have 3 separate doors? And so I figured, oh yeah, it's gonna be up there, right? But no, it's just this this portal that just sits there.
So the part that
near the sewer
that I'm sort of that I find rather confusing is the stuff around it sort of implies that this is promotional for Samba de Amigo, does it not?
Yeah.
And we've seen, as far as their promotional stuff has otherwise gone, that they make their promotional partner front and center. Like, everything is just billboards of it all over the place. And just, like, one texture repeated over and over. There's nothing in here, including the music, that has anything to do with Samba de Amigo.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I wonder if maybe if we looked at the track from above, would it be in the shape of a sombrero or something? But yeah, I remember another thing I didn't imagine about this DLC when I heard about it was, oh yeah, there's gonna be Samba de Amigo iconography everywhere, right? But no, there's nothing. And so that is kind of disappointing.
Dauntless Monk brings up that, hey, it's kind of a disappointment that this stuff isn't in the DX version, the remake there. And yeah, it kind of is. I think what at least makes up for that, though, is the mission mode structure, where they do give you a bunch of, like, special missions to do, which is not... It isn't an exact remake of this stuff, but it does have a lot of similar things to what these specific DLC challenges have.
Yeah. I mean, like, I will say that, like, honestly, the missions in Sonic Adventure are, like, probably, like, are like, a way better value than what you actually get in this DLC anyway. But I do think that at least would have been nice if they had included the Holiday DLC as, like, you know, a time thing that would pop up when the GameCube clock hits certain dates or something like that. Like, that would have been cool.
Oh hey, instead of AT&T billboards, you get Sonic X billboards.
Yeah, yeah. They also could have repurposed the DLC. Oh, I better delete the results as well. They could have repurposed the DLC to, like, you know, oh, it's just like promoting this stuff now. Although I also do think that part of the issue was that
Oh jeez.
Was that the GameCube, you know, just didn't have DLC, just didn't really have the internet. What?
I'm uploading the no commentary version of the second part of LEGO Dimensions, and it just wrapped up uploading, and it's like, okay, no monetization for this one. Oh, why? Well, let's see here. It has the Doctor Who theme, it has the Cybermen theme, it has the Dark and Endless Dalek Night theme, and it also has this Ninjago music.
Oh, wow.
No monetization for you.
Well, good thing we don't care about that.
I mean, I put it up. Dreadnoughts finally put it up there, you know, to, like, help. Like, anything we actually make just goes to help pay for the site, as far as I'm aware. So
yeah,
but we do have all of this stuff. But, like, most of the time, whenever I see that, it's because I have a song that I use as my theme song that I purchased off of Hook Sounds, and Hook Sounds, I will tell this to any potential streamers out there. Hook Sounds is bad. Hook Sounds is bad. You can buy royalty-free music from them, but the way they have set things up is that it will all get hit by the YouTube robots.
Yeah.
And basically the only thing that you can do about that is just create a
Selected.
basically dispute it and just say, hey, this is my receipt number, and then a few days later they will approve it and say, okay, you're good to go.
That sounds
But
like
it
a
means
massive
that
pain
you-
in the butt.
It is a massive pain in the butt. It just means every time I upload a video, it's like, hey, I have to go through this extra process, which is why it took me as long as it did to start getting this stuff up on YouTube.
Hey, Chris, guess what? For this next bit of DLC, we are using your favorite character.
Gamma?
No. Why?
Gamma can't...
Gamma sucks. Why would I use
What are
Gamma?
you talking about? Gamma can turn into a, Gamma has the ability to be a robot, but also has, like, wheels on his legs, so he can just sort of sit and then drive around. Like, where's the bad part?
Yeah, well, Big the Cat can fish, which makes him better.
Gamma doesn't need to fish. He aims his gun at the water and just shoots.
Anyway.
It's like, there you are, Froggy.
So,
You're not getting away again.
the Christmas DLC that the US and Europe got is way better. Because in addition to the trees just looking prettier, you get Christmas Nights music when you hit the tree. And so now Big is just going to lumber through Station Square, finding all those trees. Now, I've technically... this is something that I featured either on our Twitter or on our...
Keep in
or
touch
on our
with
YouTube.
Sonic.
Merry Xmas, countdown to year 2000. And the trees do actually have some collision detection, including the lights. A little bit, like
Good.
I'm trying to show it off, but I think Big the Cat might be a little too big.
So, do you think that this is Do you think that this is DLC in so much as it was prepared after the fact, or do you think this is something that it's like, well, we wanted to have some sort of network capacity to do this, and basically a way to show this is how you use our network, instead of just assigning it to a specific date time on the Dreamcast itself?
I think this was DLC from the get-go. I don't know if how much of it would have been like made before the game came out, after the game came out. But definitely, I think some of it was.
Yes, Dauntless, I did hear about the Card Fighters Clash release. It's cool that game is out. I haven't decided whether or not I'll actually get it. I might wait and see if it pops up on a second collection.
Well, here's something I never knew. Apparently, Big the Cat cannot get into the casino. Well, at least I don't remember that being the case. To be fair, I only play Big the Cat like once every 5 years or so, because I need to. But wow, I guess he's just too innocent to gamble.
Is this a complete save file?
Yeah, it is. It's 100%.
Okay.
Like, I have Supersonic unlocked. Which means that, I guess I'll pick Sonic for a second.
Oh, wait. Ooh. Go back to the tree. Go back to the tree.
I am gonna go back to the tree, but, like, which tree?
The big one out front.
Out front where? Like, in front
of the hotel.
Ah, okay. What about it?
Go look at it.
I'm looking at it. Okay, now what?
Oh, I don't know that yet because I'm about 10 seconds behind you, so wait a sec.
Okay.
Okay, if you angle in such a way to close up into the tree,
Yeah.
then you will see that the ornaments are pictures of Sonic.
Oh yeah, I know that. I've gone ahead and zoomed into one. And
There's
yeah,
like Sonic,
that is.
there's Chow.
Yeah. It's weird
That's
seeing
cool.
this kind of detail on what was basically a standard definition low poly tree back in the day.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see that. Because I noticed it briefly and I was like, oh, actually that's an important thing.
It
Like
is
the
important.
place where I noticed it was like as you were phasing through the tree model itself.
Ah.
It was like, oh, I see
The
this on the
train headed for the
inside.
Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
That's all I wanted.
All right, and I think
could see it now.
that'll about do it for the Christmas DLC. I also finally managed to show off how the lights, how the light collision detection works. Anyway, as much as I love Dreams, I am also gonna go ahead and use this to demonstrate one other thing I talked about earlier.
Options. You can select a file.
But for this,
I am going
Options.
to pour myself a soda.
Select
All
a
right.
character.
So basically, if you really want to,
Let's get him.
if you really want to, you can go the Die Hard route and turn Sonic Adventure into a Christmas movie.
I thought you were gonna play Die Hard Arcade.
No, I'm hoping.
You should play Die Hard Arcade. That game's cool.
But like, you know, because as I explained before, oh no, it better actually show it. I'm pretty sure it pops up here.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is happening.
This is happening.
Oh, there we are. Okay, so like you can go the Die Hard route and just have this game take place during Christmas. Sonic Adventure is a Christmas game now, everyone. It's not snowing because like Station Square is like in a tropical region or something.
Alex,
Yeah.
so I know in terms of length of time with the site that you technically are out. Basically, you. Also, those police cars just drove through the. Also, where are the police cars coming from?
I think they just spawned out of nowhere. And I would also like to note that we cannot see the tree here because that that part of the environment is not rendered in this cutscene. So it's just like I guess a 2D image in the background of actual Station Square. But yeah, I think the cars just spawned out of nowhere.
So, Alex, you know what you need to do.
Fun.
What?
You need to get yourself stuck in that pillar.
I don't know if I could.
You need to rub yourself against the pillar.
You know, I recently
part of it.
watched the Sonic X version of this scene, and it is very disappointing.
I mean,
Okay, anyway.
well, Sonic X was, you know.
Yeah, I wish it was better than it was. So you were talking about how long I've been with the site. So what
Never mind.
what
The time
were you
is
getting
past.
at? No.
I was going to say that you need to resign
Oh, why?
for making the joke.
Oh, okay.
There is a way you can redeem yourself
How?
by playing Die Hard Arcade.
I'm not even playing. I'm not even on a Saturn right now. I could do Dynamite Deca 2. That's the sequel to Die Hard Arcade.
That's acceptable.
I mean, okay, on Dreamcast it's just called Dynamite Cop. And I also don't think I have it loaded up on this SD card. But like, it is something that I could conceivably do if time and technology were not barriers.
It's great that they turned that into Die Hard.
Uh-oh.
It's wonderful that they turned that into Die Hard.
Yeah, although I do think that it was at least partially made to be a Die Hard thing at the time.
Yeah, but it's so ridiculous.
Chris, you ready to go back to Y2K?
Can I be afraid that the computers are all going to crash because clocks used years that were only structured by 2 digits?
Yes, and you can also be afraid that the Dreamcast is like gonna crash or explode or attempt to take over the house.
Well, I'm always afraid of that. Like right now, mine is always at. Oh, good. We're going with the pot leaf VMU.
So
You see, it's the green one, man.
it is actually the green one. This is a green VMU.
Now, did you assign that picture to it?
No, it's always been like that. I don't know how to change it. I don't think I'd want to, but I don't know how.
Well, that's how you get the Snoop Dogg voice pack for Sonic Adventure 2.
So I do believe
You have to get the green VMU with the pot leaf, and that contains the Snoop Dogg VMU.
I do believe we have now done most of the international DLC. What we're coming up to now is the Y2K one, which was, of course, the last piece of holiday DLC.
Select a memory card.
And I believe what this does is, I think it just, like, changes the soundtrack in any given level. I'm attempting to bring back up the DLC right now, the DLC page on Sonic.fandom right now. Okay, there we are. Let's see, Y2K. So... Alright, so it looks like it, floats around Station Square and in several stages. Okay.
Let's get him!
Alright, so, this is the Y2K DLC. Happy New Year in 2K. Tails smiles through 2K. Knuckles digs through 2K. And... Wish you a good New Year.
Murders through 2K.
And please support Sonic in 2K. Man, Sega was really, really begging for people to buy their stuff, huh? please buy our stuff. And there's, of course, a giant ring that you can leap through. And Sonic runs through 2K. There we are. Okay, so basically...
What does Amy do through 2K?
Hammers, I guess.
She gets hammered for the 2K.
So basically, a whole bunch of action stages have this Millennium Ring. And when you hit it, I know you can't hear it, so I'll have to explain it all to you. It starts playing Palm Tree Panic. The music for that from the Japanese.
American or Japanese?
Japanese.
Okay. The music I most firmly associate with the new year. I guess it is vaguely time travel related, so I suppose that makes some amount of sense.
And basically what you do is you find the ring in the stage, you hit it, and then it changes it to Palm Tree Panic for the rest of your time in the stage.
Oh, cool. That seems practical.
I mean, it's better than nothing. It's like, you know, that the Sonic team was letting you change the soundtrack in the stages before, like, that was a standard feature. It is weird hearing Palm Tree Panic in this stage, though. Like, it just does not fit.
Well, I bet you could, when I'm thinking of this kind of stuff, I'm also thinking of, like, the way that you can unlock additional music in Sonic Generations, music that doesn't necessarily fit with the tone of the level itself.
Now, I suspect that once they go through this cave to transition to the next part of the level, it goes away, and yeah, it does.
Well, no, it has to reload a map.
Yeah, and it also has to reload the music.
Map in one load, Alex. We don't have that much RAM.
Yeah, only 24 megabytes, I think. 16 megabytes of regular RAM, and I think it was like another 8 megabytes of VRAM.
We need to fit all of these lighthouse textures.
So there's one more level I want to take a quick look at, because we've seen a lot of Emerald Coast. But, you know, this DLC is pretty Station Square focused. So I want to, like, see something in Mystic, go back to Mystic Ruins. So I do need to look at the DLC list real quick. I think we might just be down to the Japanese exclusive stuff. see, Christmas Party, Halloween Party, AT&T, Reebok. Oh, there's something called Hedgehog Hide and Seek, but I don't think I've ever actually come across that. That might still be lost.
It might be worth... It might be worth considering wrapping up, considering that we're already past 2 hours.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing it here. I'm sure they would have just given it to me by now if it was in here. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. I can do the rest of the Japanese DLC some other time. Ugh.
Head straight up. You should be able to get out of the tornado.
Cause yeah, my back's starting to hurt. Because I don't lean back when I'm doing this at all. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't look like they have a second ring here. Just wanted to be sure. That's kind of the price of not like playing through all this stuff before going on air, is that there's just some stuff I'm unaware of. Okay. Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay, I'll play the end of this. To the end of this. So, the 3 bits of DLC that we have not covered, aside from the voice packs, has been the Hedgehog Hide and Seek DLC and the oh, actually, there's only two pieces of DLC. There is the Hedgehog Hide and Seek DLC, which was from a Famitsu contest that was held in February of 1999. And there's also a Yukawa Senmu Ko DLC, which is a DLC that consisted of using a character to run around Station Square Mystic Ruins areas to try and collect 6 Mr. Yukawa cards.
Huh.
He was the Sega manager on the Dreamcast box. Ow.
Okay. That's...
So... So I guess
I mean,
Japan got more interesting DLC.
I suppose? Like, maybe I feel better about the boss fight in Nier where you get to fight the CEO of Square Enix, which these days I think a lot of people would very much like to fight the CEO of Square Enix.
Yeah. So we done?
I think it would be a good time to wrap up.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me, Chris, and for sitting through us digging through this piece of Sonic history.
Just remember, anytime you go into an AT&T store, there are no collision in it, so you can just walk through walls and pass through the staff.
I will I will probably be doing an abbreviated sequel to this in the next couple of days, just to complete everything else. But until then, I'll be seeing y'all later. And Chris, can you tell us anything about your future streaming plans?
Yes, I can. So I have been on hiatus for the past 2 weeks since the beginning of the year, just to sort of get through some stuff that I know I needed to get done to start on a regiment of getting videos uploaded and to, just sort of decompress a bit. But starting next week, I will be back to doing my various shows. There will not be a stream this Sunday, but starting Tuesday, I will be returning to the Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 on mobile to try to finish that darn thing. I am going to then jump back onto Winter Wonder World on Thursdays, where I attempt to complete as much of Balan Wonderworld as I possibly can. Which
Awesome.
Sure. Then
well, I get a kick out of watching you, so it's awesome for me, not for you.
Then Fridays is Sega Sonic Radio, my music show where I play lots of great Sonic music. And Sundays is my main series episode of Almost Every Sonic, where I play much more recognizable Sonic games. And I think I'm leaning towards Sonic Adventure to start. Partially because of this stuff, partially because I just haven't done a lot of Dreamcast stuff yet, and I think it'd be a good spot. Despite its, we'll say, not particularly preferred nature, I probably will be playing it on the Xbox One for this moment. Just because it's the thing I have available and I don't need to worry about upscaling it. It may not be everyone's favorite version, but it's there and I can always go back and play the Dreamcast version at a later time.
Okay.
Also, my Dreamcast has door issues, and I need to resolve that before I can actually use my Dreamcast again.
Oh yeah. Did you try the book method yet?
No, because I had to leave exactly as you were giving me that method, and then I came back not but several hours later.
Well, good luck. And I'll be seeing you all sometime next week. And then not for a long while after that, because I'll be going on another trip and doing some other things. But see you later. Bye.
Peace all.